Well, we're back. Our final edition of the 2016 year of the Maureen Spellman Coach's Corner. Coach, welcome. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Well, we said going back a couple weeks. We missed last week, but we said going back 2 weeks ago we'd be talking about a win, and ended up picking that up on senior night here in the home finale against AIC. Great effort, great overtime win. I'm sure you must have been ecstatic with the way that one finished up.
Yeah, it was exciting. It was a good one. Definitely one for the books. Something that this team, as a group, we haven't had a win against AIC for 3 years. So it was good for them. It was a good moral victory, emotional. Everybody was invested. Obviously, senior night, we had a big crowd. It was just, everything just went right for us.
We'll end the season talking about the regular season finale up at Southern New Hampshire. A tough 1-goal loss. Unfortunately, that was commonplace with those 1-goal losses. 3 of those this year. Again, on one hand, it shows that you're right in the mix, but I'm sure there was frustration.
It's frustrating, absolutely. Especially because there was a time in that game, a good part of the time actually, that we were ahead, and it wasn't like we were just trying to play catch up and we were staying in the game. We had them, and I think we had some unfortunate calls. We had some unfortunate breaks in momentum that we just couldn't recover from. But the plan for that game was to slow their fast break and eliminate some of their threats on attack, and we did it. We did exactly, again, what we were supposed to do. Everybody really did their job, and we just couldn't come up with the win. So
I know we talked about this about halfway through the year, but now that the season's over and all the final stats and numbers are recorded, you look at the final scores, the 3 1-goal losses, another handful of losses by 2 goals. 4 wins is what you'll see on the schedule, but this could have easily been 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And so with that said, can you wrap a neat bow around the season and give us your thoughts on cumulatively what you see and what you take away?
I think the biggest thing, and obviously we've talked about this for the past couple weeks after we finished the season, the biggest difference on paper, we look like the same team from last year, but the biggest difference for us is that a lot of the games last year that we lost by 1, 2, or 3 to these bigger teams was because we took advantage of them not playing their A game, and we capitalized on their mistakes, and we had a ton of heart. Now this year things were different because we came in with more talent. We came in winning the game. We came in beating teams on paper statistically and just not coming up with the wins. So for me, there's a huge difference and a ton of progress. But I guess it's just another little step. I was just kind of hoping for this to be kind of the bigger step year. And we really just need to turn that corner and learn how to win. Turn our culture into a winning culture, not just a competitive group anymore. That's not where I want to be. Next year, that's going to be the focus. We need to win.
We talked a few weeks back about your seniors, but with that said, as you start to look ahead in the next year, you're going to have a lot of returners coming back. Obviously a talented senior class, which is one of the first that you brought in, but now you've got depth behind in the junior and sophomore classes. So with all of that said, how excited are you with the prospects?
Well, absolutely. I think the biggest thing for us is that this year our 2 statistical leaders for every statistic are 2 sophomores. So that's progress right there, and that's kind of, they're not even going to be seniors next year. They're just juniors. So we're losing with our seniors, we're losing a lot of leadership, and we're losing experience. But skill-wise, we still have every position for the most part covered. We've got a big class coming in, 7 freshmen, 1 transfer junior. So we've got a lot of talent coming in, and it just kind of keeps everything really, really competitive. So the sophomores, juniors, they understand that my philosophy is if somebody's playing better than you at practice, I don't care what age you are, you're going to play. So, and that's kind of nice because it keeps everything really competitive. But the people coming back, they've got the upper hand. They've been here. They understand my coaching style. They understand what I want. But I'm thrilled. I'm excited. It was sad. We had our senior banquet this Saturday. I'm going to miss those 2 seniors like crazy. But you got to look ahead. Always preparing for next year. And we're really hoping to keep Jen around as an assistant, and Lauren's going to be back helping out Coach Fraz with field hockey. So they're really not going to go anywhere, but Owls forever.
Yeah. A few individuals were recognized with honors last
that's
week.
right.
Samantha Cozzolino and Brianna Grande both named to the conference's all-rookie
Yep.
team. Just give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of very high expectations for the both of them, and they fulfilled it. And I think that's a lot to ask from 2 freshmen coming in. I told Bree, listen, I want you to be our rock on defense. And I told Sam, this is the spot I need you to be in. I need you to score me goals. And obviously, I've always expect more, but to ask that of freshmen it's big, and I can't wait to see where they are next year and when they're seniors, because I think it'll be something special.
Any other parting shots as we
Oh man,
finish
no,
up this year?
I just can't believe the season's over. We all year I talk about, and I say this to the girls, listen, as soon as the season starts, it's over. And we talk about it in preseason, about how long preseason is and all the prep and everything. And they didn't believe me, and one of the things we talked about at the end of the season was like, well, where did it all go? I wish we could start over. We all talked about we wish we could start the season over after our St. A's game, because that's when we really kind of came together as a team and started winning just in our heads and on the field, statistically. But there's always next year. There is for me, there is for most of them. It's going to be sad to not have those seniors back next year on the field. But
All right, well, Coach, thanks for joining us.
thank you
throughout
for
the
having me.
spring.
This was great.
Well, we certainly enjoyed it, and hopefully we can do it again starting up
Yeah.
in early March of 2017.
Can't wait.
Well, thanks again for joining us, everybody, throughout the course of the year. Enjoy your summer, and we'll circle back with Coach Mo here in the spring of 2017.
That's right.
All right.
Thanks,
have a good one.
everyone.